Oh, oh.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back again to another Sublimation YouTube tutorial. This is Angelo from Caps on Fire, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make something really awesome, okay? It is called a seamless pattern, all right? If you're wondering what a seamless pattern is, it is like this image right here, okay? If you connect this left side with this right side, let's say you just duplicate the picture and push it together, it'll make an extended version of this picture that's already made, okay? So it seems like the pattern will have no edges. That's why it's called a seamless pattern. All right, so the very first thing you guys want to do, you want to download Gimp. I'll post the link for the link in the description below for Gimp, so you can download it. It's 100% free. So after you download it, just go ahead and open it up. I want to get right here, go to File, go to New, and so image size, okay? I recommend, actually, depending on how big you want your pattern to be, how much space you want in between your pattern, that is the very first question, okay? I normally do 2 by 2, and sometimes I do 1 by 1 if I want a closer, tight niche pattern. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna just do a 1 by 1, okay? So we'll do this, the width 1 inch, the height is 1 inch. Make sure you come over here to the drop down box, click on 1 inch. We'll leave it at 300 pixels, 300 ppi, RGB color. So we don't need to touch any of this. We come down here to fill with transparency, okay? And if you don't want to keep setting this up every single time you come in here, I suggest you go up here to template, and you can be able to make a template and be able to save it. So now all you do is just click on that one, and it automatically pulls up everything for you. And if you're wondering how to do that, I did a video that I will post in the description below. It's called episode 1, how to build a template for Gimp for sublimation or something like that. Just click on that link down there and it'll show you how to do that, okay? But for now, we have everything set up already, and all we do is just press OK. Alrighty, so now let's do something simple, okay? Let's say I want to do the number 23, all right, for Michael Jordan. All right, all we do is we click on our text button over here, select our font. We can come right here to this box that has the double A's, click on it, and it'll pull up all your fonts that you have installed in the computer, okay? My personal favorite, since we're doing 23, I'm gonna go with the freshman, you know, like the football jersey numbers. So we'll scroll till we get to the F's. There it is, freshman. We'll click on that. And for the size, okay, now sizing matters, okay? Sizing matters. All right, remember our blank canvas right here is 1 inch by 1 inch, okay? So if you're doing something that's gonna be half, I say stick with half and below, okay? So if we're doing 1 inch, then we need to make our size of our font a 1/2 inch or lower, so that way we don't run into any issues as far as numbers overlapping or things overlapping where they're not supposed to be. All right, so for this one, I want to do something tight niche, so you know what, I'm gonna just do 1/2 inch, and it'll be really tight once we make our pattern. All right, and for the color, let's say, you know what, I want to go with red, so click on red and press OK. Everything look nice. All right, and then we just click on our design. Actually, we click and drag. Okay, remember that, click and drag. So that'll give us a box. So now what we want to do, we just want to type our numbers. Oh, click inside the box. Actually, no, that was just my computer lagging, guys, but we're all good. Just hit 2, 3, and that's it, okay? You have boxes on the side as well, okay? Let me move this out the way. These boxes on the side, they're pretty much drag handles, okay? I can drag this handle out and make it bigger, smaller, you know, just anything, you know, any size that I really need. But when you drag this box out, it will not make your image, it will not make your text bigger, okay? Once again, when you drag this box out, it will not make your text bigger, all it will do is just give you more available space so you can see your numbers or see, you know, whatever you're typing. So for instance, let's say I close this box up. See, it'll leave the 3 at the top. It'll pull down the 2. So yeah, you just want to drag it back out and make sure, you know, everything is nice and aligned just the way you guys want it to be. All right, so let's say I want to have it right here. That's good. All right, so now these boxes on the side, same thing. You pull those out and it'll still keep your image centered, okay? If you don't want your image centered, you come over here to justify. You can click on left side, you can click on right side, or you can click in the middle. All right, but for this, we're gonna keep it right in the middle. All right, and that's perfect. Okay, so we don't need to touch anything up here. Remember, don't touch this. This changes the size of your font. All right, and if you do want to change the size of your font, just highlight it. Go over here. Don't go over here. Okay, just go over here. Click this drop down box for the inches, and then we can change it to, let's say, 0.25. Actually, not 0.25. Yeah, 0.25. Right, I'm gonna get the point. There, and it'll change the size of your text. Okay, and to undo that, all we do is we go to our keyboard, hold Control and press Z, and it'll undo it. All right, so now we got our numbers. Next thing we want to do, we want to align this to be in the exact middle of our blank canvas in the back. Now to do that, you want to go over here to your toolbar, press alignment tool. It look like some type of chart or something like that. So just press that button. Now, when you press that, all you do is you click on your image. It say relative to. Make sure it still say image, which is your background. And all you do is press this button right here, align center of target, and then this right here, align middle of target. All right, and we could possibly fix this up a little bit more. So to do that, I'm gonna just click back on my text button, come back to it, grab this bar and pull this bar up some to get it as close as the 20, as close to the number as possible, the 23 as possible. Now we just did that, so now let's go back to our align tool and see if that changed anything. So now remember, once you click your align tool, just click on the number and then come over here to the side, relative to image. All right, so it's already centered. Let's see if it changed the middle. See, boom, and it slightly changed the middle. Okay, so just make sure your box is as tight as possible, and then you come over here and align your stuff. All right, so now that we got this aligned, next thing we want to do, we're going to come over here to the side under your layers tab. All right, and go to your number layer, right click on it. All right, and when you right click on it, my menu will pop up in just a second. It's loading. There we go. All right, so right click on it, you go up to merge down. Okay, please make sure you click merge down. All right, so once you merge it down, there was a yellow box that was around it, but now it went out to the outside. Okay, that's because we merged our bottom part with our background layer. All right, so now next, what we want to do, we want to go to image. We want to go to transform. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We want to go to layer. Yes, go to layer and transform, and then go down here to offset. Okay, I do just the regular standard one, which is by width over 2 and height over 2. So we just click that. We can leave this the way it is, or you can change it to inches. It'll still be the same thing. So, you know, we'll just stick with inches or whatever, since we're already working with inches. All right, edge behavior, just keep it at wraparound, and we don't need to change anything else. All we do is just click offset, boom, and it'll split your image and it'll put it into the 4 corners. Okay, and that's the first half of your seamless pattern. All right, you can do 2 things. Either we can export this right now and we can fill up a whole page, or we can add another number right here in the middle and give it a diamond pattern on the next page. So to show you guys the difference, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one how it is right now so I can show you guys. All right, so now we go to filters at the top. For the filters, scroll down till you see map and scroll down to tile. Okay, and click on tile. Now, what tile does is it will create another image, okay, from this pattern. But we can choose how big we want the image, how small we want the image. We can pretty much pick the dimensions of it. Okay, so tools, I didn't open. Tools, go down to map, go down to tile. Tools. Actually, filters, I'm sorry, filters, map, tile. Oh, here it is. It did load. I'm sorry, guys. So now we just exit out a couple of these. Okay, so now we want to choose the size. Okay, so first things first, this box right here, just click it so it unlocks. Next thing you do, come over here to this drag down bar, go down to inches, and for the width, our paper is going to be 13 inches. Okay, so 13 inches, the height is going to be 19. Okay, also known as Super B paper. So now we come down, click OK, and it'll create a new image from this tile. And it'll fill up the paper. See? Okay, so that's how you make an endless pattern. Okay, these ones are just going straight up and down. All right, but let's say we want to make it kind of like a diamond pattern. All right, fill in these little intersections right here. So now what we do is we go back to our pattern right here. We can click on this one, click in the middle. I should click and drag again, and do 23. All right, stretch it out. Make sure these are tight. These boxes are tight. And another way you could have did it, you could just copy the layer. But you know, I'm already halfway into doing this, so we'll just do it like this. Right, get these boxes up as close as possible. Everything's centered. All right, now click on our align tool again. Click our number over here, make sure it's relative to image. Click align to center of target and align to middle of target. So now it's perfectly centered. Okay, now the next important step, make sure you come over here to your layer again, right click on it and go to merge down. Make sure you do this, because if you do not do this, when you go to make your when you go to map a tile, this middle number, it will not transfer over. Okay, it will only transfer that back part over. So just make sure you click merge down. Now we want to go to tools. I mean, sorry, not tools, I keep saying that. All right, go to filters, come down to map, go to tile. All right, now same thing, let's say in inches. This box is still unchecked, which is good, exactly what we want. We want 13 by 19. Click OK. It's the load bar down here, so sometimes it may not do nothing. That's because it's loading down there. And boom, there you have it. This is the tiled pattern. Okay, so now you have a regular pattern, well, there's just straight up and down, you know, a column and row pattern, and then you have a tile pattern, diagonally tiled. Okay, and remember what I said about you want half an inch. You only want to do half. Okay, the reason I say that is because right here, all right, if this image was to be any bigger than a half inch, even if it was like exactly 1 inch, you know, or like something crazy, it wouldn't have looked right at all. Okay, so normally just stick to your max of half of what your tile is gonna be. Okay, or half of what your template is. All right, so from here we are going to make some socks, But like always, that will be in my very next video. Okay, I'll show you how to cut this out so it can match a pair of socks. So now when you do a print, you won't be wasting any ink, and also you'll have bleed edges too for your socks, so you can get that full bleed, so you'll have no white lines on the side of your socks along the seams. Okay, so if you like what you see, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, like and share my page, and until the next time, guys, see you later. All right.